video of our little crushing plant that we're using here on our small scale mining in Meeka. Here's our little crusher. Built by Armstrong Industries here in WA. It's the GRB 777 Mini. The actual unit itself is about 500 by 400 by 300 mil. So it's very small, weighs about 30 kilos, so easily picked up and put in the back of the wagon. What I'm doing here, I've got this bucket of rock. Any oversized ones, we just give a quick hit with the dolly, throw them in this bucket, and then I'm feeding straight into the feeder here, and that gives me this powder. I'll pass the camera over to Jackie and she can film me putting a bit through, and then I'll show you how we process it. Pretty quiet for a crusher. There's not a lot of noise. I'm feeding it in at a fair quick rate. You can have it going straight into a bucket, but at the moment I'm just putting it into a pan. Big pan. I'll get some dust into the bucket. Go like that. And I'll do another couple of scoops. We can process a 20 litre bucket. Generally takes about half an hour. It's only a single pass required. And it's ultra-fine dust at one pass. I've got a 1.2 mil screen on the bottom at the moment. I do have a smaller screen just over here. That's a 0.8 mil screen. But I find it's a little bit quicker using the 1.2 mil screen. Seems to handle all material okay. I've been putting stuff like this through which has got a lot of dirt in it, and fine dirt goes through no worries as well. And we'll switch the camera off again now, and I'll show you when I'm cleaning the screen out at the end. Alrighty, I'm back again. Got the noise turned off now. I've finished that bucket. I now have a full bucket of powder. Almost like talcum powder, that stuff. Pretty good for a single run. I'll just give you a quick look at the machine. A little cylinder with the Z barrel there, so no rocks can fly back out. It's got a 580 watt motor. A 1 kilowatt would run it, but there's a high start up on it, so generally a 2 kilowatt motor is recommended. Pretty basic operation. Just a small on off switch there. Belt there. The impactor bars on the inside are easily replaced by 4 Allen keys. It's got a little hatch on the top here. Dry material only. There's the Mobbit make 'em. ArmstrongIndustries.com.au. Alright, I'll pass the camera to Jackie now, and I'll show you how I clean the screen out at the end. I generally do the screen after each 20 litre bucket, just to make sure. So there's a little sock on the bottom here just to stop the dust. Pull that sock off, give it a bit of a shake. The screening's held on by 2 clips on either side here. screen. And you see there's only a few little balls stuck in there. Generally if you've got a lot of chunky gold, the gold will form balls and get stuck in there. So I just use a little hacksaw blade and poke those balls out. And then she's basically ready to go again. Stick the screen back on. This is a bit of an example of the material we're putting through. It's a calcrete type cap rock. It's got chunks of quartz and that all through it. Our good buckets have gone about 12 grams to a 12 litre bucket. The average bucket's probably 3 or 4 grams per bucket. Alright, I'll take it over to the dry blower now and show how we concentrate it down. So I was panning off the entire bucket, but that was a bit slow. After a bit of testing with the dry blower, we found that we're getting basically 95% of the gold anyway, and it takes half the time. I'll quickly show you how I throw the bucket through, how the dry blower goes. Basically the full 12 litre bucket in about a minute, so it's very quick processing. So yeah, that's what I'm left with after sticking that full bucket through. It's very quick to clean out as well. Go again. I'm left with about one and a half panfuls of material, and then I take that back over to where my crusher is. I have a little bucket there where I pan. Because we've got such little amount of material, I'm able to get away with about 120 litre bucket of water per day. So yeah, that's how we're going about doing it. If you want to have a look at it, check it out on the Armstrong Industries website, and it's got a lot more details on the little crusher there. Alright, so the majority of material we've been putting through has no visible gold at all. I don't know whether you can see these bits. These bits you can see gold from. This stuff was going about 12 to 14 grams per 10 litre bucket, so it was really rich material. We originally found the leader with the old new Minelab SDC 2300. It's in a very well worked area that had been wandered over a million times by GPX, but because of the disseminated nature of the gold, it just missed it. Here's a shot of some of the gold we've been pulling out. As you can see all the balls rolling around in there. And yeah, she's gives you a different option to detecting constantly, and between the dry blower, the crusher, it's probably half the price of a detector as well, but even though we did need a detector to find it originally, it's a cheap way of extracting a lot of gold. Hopefully you enjoyed the vid. I'll see you all later.